he wanted them to. Obviously, it looks as if Vendetta will be starting on the Sentinel side, trying to get the spawn advantage, as we see Gifted Minds lining up on the Atlas side. Here we go, game number 2, map number 1, series number 1, Vendetta Nation. Gifted Minds, as we see Gifted Spenny picking up the death, as we see Riffler picking up a nice 2-piece to break the hill, as we see Hugsy versus Gifted, as we see Hugsy winning that gunfight, as we see Rifle on a 2-streak, 4 and 1. Really don't know how to say his name, but you know, we'll rock with what we're going for at the moment. As we see, look at the time, look at the lead that Gifted Minds have picked up here, 25 and 3, as we see Spenny breaking their hill very nicely with a 3-piece on the 3-streak with 13 seconds left to go. He's going to be pre-firing that. Oh my god, they're going to be walking into his bullet. Spenny with another 2-piece, 5-streak for him. He's going to be shot in the back, he's going to be shot from the side, he's going to be shot from absolutely everywhere, but somehow he is still alive. Very, very nicely played there from Spenny. As we move on to the second hardpoint of this game, Red Eskies, as we saw in the last game, top of Eskies, and laying down on the Eskies can prove very, very helpful and very nice for teams to pick up points. As we see Spenny just going to be staying alive in that hill, but look at the push from Ice now, as we see the Ice spawn is there, as we see known as Unks be looking to break this, and as we say that, Hugsy does it himself and takes control. It's going to be sitting on that head glitch, top Eskies with that ASM. One's going to be challenged from Snow. That is Fringe gets one, and then Wreck with the trade. And you see Hugsy just going to be staying alive in that hill, as we see Gifted going to be spawning by Snow, outside Snow. I'm going to be trying to push this hill for the last 15 seconds, and it looks as if Vendetta going to be playing intelligently, going to give that hill up for the final 10 seconds and get the rotate in hands, as we Riffle, I don't know how you say it, but as Riffle just looks at that flank, as we see some big kills coming down here at the next hill. Gifted going to be staying alive for his team. Only one really in contention to contest this hardpoint. Gets one, and down goes his teammate, but Gifted. Civic, no, can't get the 3, but we see Fringe just trading, but Wreck gets one, and then Gifted G gets the other, and Spenny then in their hill to just trade. They're constantly trading. This is a hill that you trade, and then when you have control, you're going to be holding for a long, long time. As we see, that is how Gifted are lining up. As they say, they regain the lead, but only by a couple of points. As we see Civac getting given the elevator there by Hugsy. As we see Hugsy going to be pre-firing that purple door. Going to be seeing that jump in from window. That's a big kill there from G, and Spenny alive, as we see 3 in there. Down goes Spenny, so Fringe and G looking to trade this. Oh, Fringe going up there, top spot. Very nicely played for him, as we see the lead being regained from Gifted that we saw at that Red Eskies hill. So see, look at this, Civac. Top green hill. Oh, how's he winning that gunfight? As we see Civac still alive, but then gets taken down. So Fringe last alive in that hill for his team. Got the bow. It's going to be helpful, especially when he's going to be challenged from that blue generator. But G takes him down, as we see G. Nice 2-piece. G unable to make it. Oh, he makes it a 3-streak so far, playing that bottom green hill, as we see 55 to 100 on the score lead. As we see a Gifted Minds taking a big domination, a big lead going into the final 30 seconds of this hill, and looking for the rotation into the mid bio hill, as we see the red spawn for Vendetta. Who's this pushing down Ice? Who's this pushing the flank? That's going to be, who is that? That is going to be Unks. Down he goes, as we see, look at the spawn. Hugsy gets one. It's going to be contested. They're all behind him. Hugsy going to stay alive. He's going to get a turn on. No, he's not going to get a turn on. Gifted G able to make sure he doesn't get the turn on Spenny. As we move into this final hill of the first rotation, Biolab hill, as we saw in the last thing, a lot can happen in this hill within a short amount of time. As we see Spenny just going to be jumping, just trying to stay alive as long as he can. As we see the last 3 of his team is alive in the hill now. Fringe last alive in the hill within seconds, as his teammates all drop like flies. As we see Unks and Higgsy versus Spenny. Spenny last alive in the hill for his teammate, as we see they're all going to be flooding in now, and Spenny stays alive long enough for his team to clear out all opposition. As we see Spenny nearly nading himself there, as we see Unks contesting versus Civac. Downing Unks go, but 3 rush in from Vendetta. Big kills there from Riffler. Look at the kill feed. Gets a team kill, unfortunately, but still managing. Oh, is he going to get turned on? No. Civac making sure he's not turned on there. As we see the lead just increasing every second of this game in favour of Gifted Minds. As you see, big kill there from Raffle on the rotation through ice. Now that is going to be a very key place for the final, at least first 20 seconds, as that's where the most of them will spawn. They will spawn purple, they'll be pushing ice. You'll see a flank maybe, but look at this, they spawned ice. Out snow, and they're going to be pushing that ice, and if they can rush in, just get through that. Oh, Unks killing his teammate there with the nade, but kills Spenny to help out his team. As we see, look at the lead, it's going to be hitting over 70 points now. It's going to be a big ask now from Vendetta to get back into this game, at least at this moment, but there's plenty of time to be played for. But as it seems, it just looks like they haven't got what it takes to break the hill. They're running in singles as well. As we see a nice kill there from Unks, as his teammates going to be continue to pre-fire that, and they're going to try and push in now. But there's still 2 in the hill from Gifted. Now there's only 1. Unks and Higgsy need to work together here to get this kill on Civac. But now G is in the hill. Unks is going to be able to try and get G. Oh, G turns on Unks. G turns on Unks. And that is not what you'll want if you're a Vendetta fan. Getting turned on. And which actually, that turn on costed his team at least 10 seconds, which is, you know, every little helps at this moment in time when you've got, you know, you're a decent amount of points down. You're at least 80 points down. But look at this. Unks is in the hill for his team. Down he goes eventually. Big kills there coming in from Civac. As we see Riffler up top. Spenny takes down Riffler. As we see Spenny's going to get the second. Spenny is going off. But look at Civac. 28 and 24. We see Higgsy struggling down the bottom, 12 and 23 with that ASM1. You know, you don't really expect a lot else. You maybe expect the odd bow, you know, for a couple of the hills from Biolab, but a very, very SMG dominated map. And Higgsy, last alive in the hill, he's going to have to go big here, unable to do so. As we see Fringe making sure no scrap time is going in the way of Vendetta. You see, looking at that rotation, it's going to be a big kill there from Riffler. He picks up a nice 2-piece on the rotation, and he's going to be on his own. We're going to be versus Spenny here. Shots go off against Spenny, so Spenny gets a kill though in the end, but he's still 3 alive. As we see Riffler going to go down there from Spenny. Spenny's going to get 1. Can Spenny get the second? No. A nicely killed there from Uncles, but G then easily jumps in as Uncles just gives away his position, trying to kill Spenny there. So Spenny well waited off there as he makes sure that every little inch of time is sucked away from this Vendetta team, as the 100-point lead is there. It's starting to look less and less possible for Vendetta to get back in this game. But what it is encouraging is the fact they have got control of that hill. But when Civac is doing that to you, you're going to be scared, as we see Civac just absolutely demolishing Freak there in that hill. As we see Unks needs to stay alive here. He needs to stay alive. Oh my god, Unks gets 1. Can he get the second here? No. Spenny makes sure he gets 1 there. But look, you gotta be scared. Civac just going in that hill has no right to get the 2-piece. He's being shot at from every direction. Comes out on the 2-piece, and his team getting all the control of that hill. They've got the opportunity to 250 here. That is what now Vendetta need to play for. They need to play for the fact they don't want to be 250. They don't want to be embarrassed. They deserve to be here, and they've certainly got the skill to beat this Gifted team. Whether they show that in the comeback uplink, we don't know. But as we see Civac going absolutely, oh, Civac with the turn on. Oh no, Civac is absolutely going off. 5 streak for him. He's going to make it a 6 streak. He's going to just jump in and out of that hill, waiting for the kills to fall into his gun pretty much. Look at this, 6 streak from Civac, looking for that 40 bomb. Down he goes eventually. Higgsy the one that can actually get that kills. We see Higgsy denied the 2-piece from G, as we see G picks up a 2-piece of himself, as we see 230 to 120 on the scoreboard. This indeed looks like a big W for Gifted, as Vendetta now need to turn up in this game. Very nicely played from Gifted across the board. Civac dropping the 40 bomb. Spenny is searching for the 40 bomb. Gonna be looking to get that kill with that nade, maybe. Is he gonna play for this? He's gonna get it. And it doesn't look like he's gonna get it. The host ending the game. As we see Vendetta just taken down, not being given the opportunity to play. As we see Vendetta Gaming destroyed there by Gifted. And we'll be back with Comeback Uplink in just a little minute.